As a coach, well, actually I don't know how to define myself. What I can say is, yeah, I think my way to coach, or my philosophy, or my way to understand the football can perfectly match with what Inter Turku is looking for. That's why I'm here, actually, and I'm a person who likes to enjoy my profession every day, giving a lot of importance to the daily work, to the trainings, not only of course to the competition, but trying to find always a straight relation from the things that we are doing and working during the weeks, and what do we really want to show to the people, to the fans, to the people who is following our team on the games, on the competition. My background, or recent background, is that I have been working 2.5 years in Jojiko, the last 2.5 years, and it was a good chapter there, pretty good experience. Before that, I have been working in Pekko Kolmeviisvanta in Ykkönen with well, a couple of months also in Veikkausliiga. And before that, in 2014, and that's the reason why I came here to Finland, I have been working in Honka as well, same as Sergio, but 4 years ago. And reasons about it, well, I think that everybody knows why I came to Finland. It was not a long period there, but enough to, I don't know how to say, feel some attraction for the Finnish football as well, and for the country, and that's why I make the decision to continue my career here in Finland. And before that, well, again, recently when I signed in Honka, I have been working in Celta de Vigo for 4 years, 4 seasons there, and that's maybe that's all about my recent background as a coach and as an assistant coach in the last 4 years here in Finland.
Thank you. Same question, Sergio.
So basically my type of coaching or style of coaching is all related with the ball, all related with the most important thing and why the football players became footballers. It's the ball. So basically, like I think that Bes and we have been talking about what kind of a style we want to implement here in Inter is exactly why I'm here, because this is why Jose or Rive called me. So we share many or most of the parts in football related, and especially in the game style and game model. My background, so I come from Honka. I was head coach in Honka Academia, and I was also video analyst coaching in the first team in Veikkausliiga. Basically, I was analyzing every opponent, also Inter. Before that, I was valmennuspäällikkö in Pekko Kolmeviis in Helsinki, in the Helsinki side. Before that, it was LEHDISTÖTILAISUUS. That's why I came here. One guy who made the coach license with me called me to come to Finland, and it was a big decision in my life, because I was like pretty good living there in Spain, but you know, sometimes you want a little bit more challenges in your life. And in Spain, I was in the third club of Valencia City in youth development, working as a methodology director and also head coach in best youth divisions in Spain, and also sometimes with the first team in third division, working as assistant coach, sometimes when some coach was out, so I was taking part of the coaching, and basically that's it.
Sergio, first question to you.
Okay.
You have been working in Finland, you have been working in Spain. Tell now the real difference between real grass and artificial grass. In Finland, everybody wants to play on that artificial grass, except me. But What's the difference? Is it some differences in the game you want to analyze and you want to play if the team is playing on artificial grass or in the natural grass?
Well, first is, I think that question is better for the players, but basically the speed, the rhythm of the game is different, quite different actually. It depends also because here in Finland not all the beaches artificial. I'm talking about not all the beaches has this water system to make it like a little bit faster. The grass naturally with the weather is getting quite well, and also all has this water system. So I'm a little bit romantic also about football, and I like the natural grass also. But I understand that the weather here it doesn't help a lot to maintain properly conditions the pitches.
Thank you. Jose, how will you support the Interway coaching style now when you are in FC Inter Turku?
Sorry.
How will you support the Inter way of coaching? There have been lots of talks that Inter has their own way that we are looking forward to, where the club wants to be. How is your coaching style supporting this style of football?
Well, I think that our knowledge as a staff, as individuals, is what can we offer to the club in general and to the first team if we are more specific. But of course, like our conversations with Besa in this case from the beginning were about how can we match with the Inter-Turku identity what the club is trying to build from I don't know how many years ago, and yeah, that's why we are here, because we want to add, we want to offer our experience and our knowledge about the game and our capacity to improve our home ground players as well. That's the way. I'm putting a lot of hours per day in our daily job, our daily work. That's the only secret. There's nothing else. It's not about how much you know about the game or how much you did in the last, it doesn't matter, 1, 2, 3, 5 years. Is today training, is tomorrow training, is after tomorrow, is our dedication. We are living only for football 24 hours, and that's the only thing that we can promise to the club that we are going to do is work every day, nothing else.
Yes. About your staff 2019 in Veikkausliiga, Vesku said that you are looking for a fitness coach, but is the staff then ready, so you won't have any other people in the coaching staff?
No, probably not. I think yeah, what you see here is the one part of the staff. Rolat is one of our talent coach in the club, is going to be pretty close to the first team. Let's say, well, more than close. He's going to be part of the staff. We have same physios than the last season. Billy and Edu. Gianni is taking care of the goalkeepers, and we're going to have a fitness coach who can match with our way to understand the game and our way to understand the fitness coaching as well in relation with the game model that we want to implement here.
When we are looking at players, we have 16 players in the first team squad. Sorry. We have 16 players, 3 of those are with the U23 contract. Which kind of players you are looking for, and for which positions now in the first team?
Well, it's clear that we need to reinforce the team in some certain positions, like especially in the lineback. Nowadays, center back position and left full back position is one of the key places where we are putting a lot of effort to find the proper players. But also in the middle, even in the sides, in front, we need to fulfill almost one position per place, one player per place, per position. So still long way to go, long way to to being close to the competition, so we have time enough. We don't want to, how can I say, we don't want to rush so much. We don't want to make decisions because we are in a hurry. We know what we want. That's the most important. We know what kind of players we want in the team, what kind of profile do we need to, you know, put in practice our ideas. So calm.
Calm.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
About the process, is it like that you are scouting the players you want to have and then you go to technical director, or how is this process going?
We are more together.
More together?
Yeah. So we are trying to do it, you know, together, follow the process together. If we can have 5-6 persons taking a look of, you know, the same player and the same ideas, it's gonna be the final result is gonna be much more rich in the end, and we will make better decisions for sure. So that's the way to do it.
Is there any chances that you will be discussing with the players who hasn't been announced to leave us but hasn't got any contract to next season, like Penny Kangas, Mäntylä, players like that? Are you in any discussion with those players?
No.
Okay, thank you. And then, which kind of preparation you are having for season 2019 now with the FC Inter squad?
Well, first we start today with we like to call like kind of transition between two seasons, because well, everybody knows how, I don't want to say difficult, but at least it's like a little bit strange for us, the Finnish schedule still, even after 4 years here, but we have a very long pre-season, so yeah, we determined that it's better to continue now the 2018 season during November, that we can continue training and keep a little bit the fit of the players. It's a fantastic chance for us as a coaches to know a little bit more about the club culture, about the group of players, about our juniors, about our young players, about the city, about, you know, certain things about the club and the city. And after that we're gonna have enough time to rest. We are coming, all of us coaches and players, after a, you know, very long and stressful season 2018, so we need that time to rest. It's very important. And after that we're gonna continue in January, and with, you know, all in from the first day and looking for the beginning of the season, and that's more or less in general terms our schedule, our calendar.
Yes, sitten toimittajilta kysymyksiä herroille.
Jose, this is going to be your first job as a head coach. What do you think are the biggest differences in being an assistant coach and being the head coach, and the biggest challenges and what you need to learn?
Well, actually it's my first experience as a head coach here in Finland, but before that I have been head coach almost my whole career. Only one experience as an assistant before, and I think it was a very good time as an assistant, because I have more time to concentrate in I don't know how to say, like more in football, specific things about football. The main difference that I can say to you after these first days involved as a head coach here in Turku is that the last 2.5 years, or the last 4 years actually here in Finland, I was the person who had to share and tell opinions about everything, and now I'm more involved in the decisions. Maybe that's the main difference in my work nowadays. So I know it's a lot, but maybe it's the main one. Nothing else. The daily work is the same. Nowadays the the roles inside the staffs are not like 20 years ago, that you have a head coach who is making everything and making all the decisions. Nowadays it's totally different. I have people here with me who is here to complete me and make decisions as well, so they are not like a figures in the staff. Nowadays the staffs are much more, like I said. So it's more or less the same.
Lisää kysyttävää.
Also, there's been a lot of talk here about modern football. That was just, well, it's a term that's not that often defined, so I would like to hear your definition of what modern football is.
Well, it's very difficult to answer or have a short answer about that question. What it means modern football is, sorry, I think clubs and teams must fight and work to find their own identities, and of course you have to go hand to hand with the ¿cómo se dice? Contemporáneo. Contemporary football, I think.
Yeah.
Understand what I mean? But we don't want to have like labels in our team that we are a team who is, you know, just, of course we want to be a team comfortable with the ball in every single situation, but we want to know how to suffer without ball, how to compete without ball, when is, you know, the proper way to do it. That's maybe what it means, or in my mind at least is the modern football, that you can manage, you can survive, you can deal with every single situations during the game, because we must do it. It's coming. We have to face different type of games, away, home, Euro games, Veikkausliiga games, even Suomen Cup games are coming soon in January, so we have to adapt ourselves to deal in every single circumstance. Maybe that's what it means, the modern football, that we have to escape, we have to run away of the labels and be quite, I don't know how to say exactly, like flexible team, let's say. I don't know if I expressed myself right here.
Yeah, I think yeah. I'm satisfied with the answer.
Thank you.
I know formations don't necessarily tell everything, but do you have like certain formations? Say, do you like 5 in the back, 4 in the back? What's your like idea now that how you are going to play next season?
I have no idea about setups. We have to know, first of all, we need to know the final group of players that we will have, and once we know that, we have to take out of the group the best, you know, how can I say, like best performance. So the type of player that we are getting will define what is the best setup to use. If I have to choose, nowadays we are going to be comfortable probably in one or two setups. To me, it doesn't mean when you play with 3 defenders, doesn't mean that you are more offensive or less defensive. It doesn't matter in the end. It's about how the team is going to behave in all the phases of the game, and the setups are something like I don't know how to say. It's like it's not the tendency is that the setup is going to disappear. I think I'm talking now about is going to disappear in the conversations. Even in the conversations about football, I think are getting less importance year after year, because yeah.